This is Sheikh Bilal Haque in front of you, and this entire session is about the strategic business leader examination. In this entire session, we are going to cater the students who are buying these lectures in English language. So at the start of this session, we are going to discuss about the paper, the pattern of the exam, what are the topics that you need to go through when you are covering the examination, and some detailed insight about how this examination is actually divided in between the theoretical plus professional marks. So first thing foremost is that let me give you a brief introduction of mine. I've been associated with Tabanis, and since last more than in the last 2 years, we have attained more than 9 positions all over the world. So the most important reason of attaining these positions is the detailed insight into the core topic area, along with the practice that we normally do in our examination before going into the classes. So first thing is that these classes are going to include the lecture plus notes. We will have at least 5 to 8 complete past papers practice session. Complete past paper practice session, and we will also go through the uh, the entire lectures are going to be done in the recorded session, so there will be some recorded sessions. Then we will go through the pre-scene that you will receive 15 days before your exam. Then after going through the pre-scene, we will move forward with the mock exam. Remember, this mock exam will be based on pre-scene. So there will be at least, in fact, let me write it. There will be at least 2 mock exam based on the pre-scene, and last but not the least, you will get all your practice papers corrected by me. Right? So this is the entire composition of the session. Now I'm also adding my WhatsApp number. All those students who are going for self-study, you can join. All those students who are going for self-study, you can join my global group. And all those students who want to enroll in my recorded session can also enroll. So basically, there are 2 areas that we are going to look into: the recorded sessions, or if you want to go for live classes, the live classes are only in Urdu and Hindi language. However, the recorded sessions are available to you. Secondly, there's a global group that you guys can join, and this global group is free for all. You're going to get all your material uploaded on this global group as well, but that will be the free material for everyone who is basically going on for the self-study session. Now let's just quickly drill into what SBL examination is all about. So historically, this exam was seen into 2 different types of papers. Firstly, it was P1 and P3 exam. Then it converted there was a conversion of these 2 examination into a singular unit with the name of the SBL, that is Strategic Business Leadership Examination. Now remember, initially this exam was 4 hours and 15 minutes. Now this entire examination is converted into 3 hours and 15 minutes. Historically, the old examination was of 4 hours and 15 minutes, and now the new examination is going to be a 3 hours and 15-minute exam. Now remember, this 3 hours and 15-minute exam basically compose two different areas of your examination. The first area is the technical knowledge, technical, that constitutes around 80% of your paper. This constitutes around 80% of your examination. And the second portion is the professional marks, which constitutes around 20% of your examination. Now, before going into the technical side, let me just quickly go through the professional side. So basically, in the professional marks, in the professional skill, there are 5 different skills. Number one, we have communication skill. Number two, we have the evaluation. Then we have analysis. Then we have the skepticism. And last but not the least, commercial acumen. Now I'm going to talk about these skills one by one. For example, in the communication skill, we need to communicate with the different stakeholders that we are being told. Before going into the different types of skills, remember there are 4 key questions that every exam is going to include, and every student who is attempting the SBL examination, he should be very well aware of these 4 key questions. The first question is who you are. In the entire set of examination, you are going to be given with a role. For example, the examiner might ask you that you are an external consultant or you are an internal employee. For example, you may say that you are an internal auditor, you are the finance manager, you are the external consultant, you are the shareholder of a company, and you have some concerns. So there will be a position that is allocated to the students, and you guys are going to identify this position in your examination. Now, majority of time, I must say 90% of the time, 90%, 90% of the time, there is only one role in exam. 90% of the time, there is just one role in the examination. But he can change the role of the students in the exam as well. Second question that he's going to ask you is, and that the student should know when they are going into their examination of SBL, whom are they communicating with? Whom are they communicating with? Now, whom are they communicating with means that, let's suppose you are writing to the CEO of the company, or you are writing to the CFO of the company, or they may say that you are actually communicating with the shareholders, or you are communicating to the finance director, or anyone else within or outside the company. So, whom you are communicating with, you need to communicate in the similar way. For example, if I am communicating to the shareholders of the company, I need to identify that what is the problem that the shareholders are facing in the given scenario, and how can my suggestion be a solution for the company. So, whom are they communicating with? Whom are they communicating with? then who you are, and there will be another question that they may ask you: which professional format is tested. So there are certain professional formats that you guys need to rote learn before going into the examination, because the examiner is going to tell you that you need to write a report, or let's suppose you need to write an email, or let's suppose you need to write a press release, or maybe a memo, or presentation slide. So there are certain formats that is going to be tested in your examination. Now there can be a fourth question as well, and every student need to identify the fourth question, and that is: which professional skill is tested. So these are the four key questions that every student who is going into the SBL examination, they should know it well and before entering into the exam. Now let's just quickly talk about the communication skills. Now what is communication? So communication skill basically means wearing the hat strategy. So you're going to wear a hat of, let's suppose, the finance director of a company, CFO of the company, marketing head of the company, and you need to communicate to the let's suppose individuals or the stakeholders whom you are communicating with. So first and foremost thing that you need to do is you need to identify the issue that your recipient is right now facing, and then you need to identify that, okay, this is the issue that my recipient is facing right now. How can my communication with that recipient will help in solving problem? So you're going to get a better idea when we are going to enter into the practice session, and these practice sessions then are going to help you out as to how you need to actually implement the communications. Second skill that we are having right now is the analysis skill. So in layman language, what I normally tell my student, that analysis skill is all about redrafting with justification in your own words the situation given in the exam. So analysis basically means that I'm just redrafting the situation that is given in the examination, and I'm just trying to redraft in the words of my own with justification that this situation is right or wrong. Then the third part is the evaluation. Now in the evaluation skills, we are going to write the pros and cons of a given situation. So you're going to write that, okay, investing in project A have some pros, financial and non-financial, and investing in project A have some cons as well, the financial and non-financial side. So you need to give the financial and non-financial side in the evaluation and a conclusion at the end of the question. The fourth skill that is going to be tested in your examination, we have already gone through the communication, analysis, and evaluation. The fourth skill is the skepticism. Skepticism means that you are going to professionally ask question from the scenario assumptions. For example, in this question, they have told you that there is a chance that marketing cost is going to give you lots and lots of revenue in the upcoming year. So you can ask questions that what are the assumptions on the basis of which you are stating that the marketing cost is going to give us this amount of revenue? Why is the revenue overstated, or why there is an over optimistic assumption being taken in regard with the revenue estimation? So you need to have a skepticism skill. This actually means that you need to have the questioning mind. You need to have a questioning mindset. Then the fifth and the most important skill is the commercial acumen. Now, commercial acumen means 360-degree view of the company. Now, 360-degree view of the company means that we are going to have a look at the company with the perspective of 360 degree. We will look at every single aspect of the company. The aspects of the company are going to be financial plus the non-financial aspects. So, this is what commercial acumen basically talks about. We are not just going to talk about the financial aspect, we will take into consideration the non financial aspect. And in reality, what we are going to do, we are going to talk about all stakeholders who will be affected by the decisions of the company. We are going to talk about all stakeholders who are going to be affected by the decisions of the company. So these are the five different skills that are going to be tested in your examination. Now I'm moving towards the technical knowledge of the SBL examination. Now in the technical side or the technical knowledge of the examination, there are technical skills includes there are many different chapters that we are going to study in the entire sessions. These chapters are going to be available to you in the recorded formats, and they will be very, very well drafted, in detailed chapters with each and every concept being dealt with 100% attention to the details of the concept. So the first chapter, and obviously the first chapter, have different parts, and which obvious chapter is the strategy, and it includes four different parts. So after strategy, we have leadership. After leadership, we have corporate governance. Then we have ethics. Then risk, internal controls, and audit. Then we have the project. Then we have success strategies. And last but not the least, we have a topic that basically relates to the financial management side. So all these topics are going to be covered in my regular classes, the recorded lectures in detailed format, and you're going to get each and every single idea of what these topics are going to tell you all about. Then after going to the technical side, so now we know that the SBL examination cannot be done in isolation. You need to have the technical side, which actually includes 80%, and you need to have the professional skills that includes 20% of your examination. Now, make sure that the technical and professional skills are all dealt together. So you can't say that if I'm good in technical side, will I get the marks on technical, and if I'm not good in professional side, will I be able to pass the examination? The answer to it is no. The answer to it is no. You need to learn these professional skills, and these professional skills include five skills plus formats. So these includes five skills plus format. However, the technical side actually includes all these topics. So how we are going to move forward in the regular course, or how we are going to move forward in this course with you, sir. So firstly, we are going to go through the recordings chapter wise. You're going to get the recordings chapter wise. Then you will be, during these recordings, there will be some practice sessions, And remember, these practice sessions are going to be from the old past people, that is P1 and P3 past papers. Once we are done with this, then we will move towards the SBL practice sessions. While you are doing the SBL practice sessions, you guys are going to incorporate yourself into the world of the pre-scene. Now let's talk about the pre-scene. So pre-scene is the knowledge about the industry and the company that the examination is going to test in your attempt. Now I'm going to show you some of the pre-scene that have been uploaded historically by ACCA. So you can see there are some pre-scenes that are being uploaded by ACCA. So this is the pre-scene analysis answer of the mock exam of the old pre-scene that was uploaded by ACCA. But I'm just trying to show you a pre-scene that was uploaded by ACCA, and just okay. So this is the pre-scene that is being uploaded by the ACCA in the examination before going into the examination. So this pre-scene basically includes, you can see the introduction of the company, then the industry introduction, and the shoe company introduction. So there are three types of information that are normally given. In fact, four types of information. There is a financial and non-financial summary as well. So there are four different types of information that is being provided to you in your examination or before going into your examination. Remember, this pre-scene will be given to you 15 days before the examination. So what you guys are going to do, we are going to read the pre-scene that includes the introduction. We are going to read the pre-scene that includes the industry information, the company information, financial and non-financial information. You can see that they are going to provide you the information related to the entire industry before you guys enter into your examination. So this is an open material that is available to you. Now, what are we going to do with this material? So you will be given pre-scene 15 days prior to exam. And what you guys are going to do with me, obviously, is that we will have a detailed analysis based on this pre-scene that I'm going to do with you all. Plus, I will make two mock exam based on this pre-scene. So we will firstly go through the chapter-wise recording that actually includes the technical and professional side. Then we are going to go through the practice session. This more incorporate the technical knowledge implementation and the professional skills as well. Then we are going to go through the SBL practice sessions that will include 5 to 8 past papers to be done in these recorded sessions. Then after that, you are going to receive the pre-scene that actually includes the industry information and the company information from ACCA. Then you are going to have detailed analysis of what this pre-scene has to tell us all about. There will be some prediction in regard with what questions can be asked in the examination. And I'll be trying to make two mock exams, two educated guesses based on the pre-scene that we have received before you guys go into your examination. Remember that your entire practice session and your mock exam are going to be corrected by me and my team. So they are going to be corrected by me and my team, and you're going to get a detailed answer of what these practice sessions or these mock exams that are given it to you. Now, once you are done with the pre-scene, now let's just quickly go into the question that we have right now, and this is going to give us an idea of what actually SBL is all about. So normally what I do is I provide the drafted answers of each and every past papers that is being uploaded by ACCA. You can see this is the drafted answer of a mock exam that I conducted historically with my students. So this is a drafted answer of a mock exam. Now, if I move forward, you can see that there's a P3 question in front of you. This question we are going to use for the purpose of practice, but I would want you all to go through the SBL past paper question. Now this is an old past paper question, which was actually of 4 hours and 15 minutes. But remember, the past paper questions are going to be very helpful when you guys are practicing for your examination. So these past paper questions are going to be very, very helpful when you guys are basically practicing for your examination. So this is the past paper question that we are going to do. In the past paper questions, you will be getting three different questions. Each question is going to include at least some areas of professional skills and some area of the technical skill. Remember, all five professional skills have equal chances of being tested into the examination. Every skill will be tested for 4 marks, and all five professional skills will be tested in your examination. So this makes 5 into 4, 20 marks in your examination will be from the professional skills. Most importantly, you normally get three different questions with differing parts. Every question you will have to take a perspective. For example, as an external consultant, internal employee, you will be basically communicating with the someone inside the company or maybe outside the company. There will be 20 marks of the professional skills. There will be a format that is going to be tested into your examination. So this is the entire session that we are going to conduct with you all. I'm writing my number, WhatsApp number once again. So that you guys can contact me directly. After going through this orientation session, you guys have to start with the recorded lectures of chapter number 1, and I hope so. You're going to enjoy learning forward.